Hi guys, and welcome to Journeyman episode number 37. In this episode on my horizontal mill, I have a pulley that I had made the center too big, so it was a sloppy fit, has a slight wobble, and in this episode we're going to fix it with a sleeve. If you want to see that, stick around. So on my Atlas horizontal mill here, I noticed that this pulley was wobbling, and turns out it's supposed to be about 625. However, I noticed it's 627, so a 2000 sliding fit works the best. Well, really works well. So this is at 639, which is 12 thousandths over what it should be. So I made a new pulley. So on my new pulley, I overshot the dimension by 27 thousandths. So I made a second pulley. Unfortunately on that one, I overshot it as well, so I'm 8 thousandths over what I want. Now this is the one I've been using, and it still has a slight, with that 8 thousandths in there, a little bit of a wobble. So what we're going to do now, since this one does work, I tried to console myself when I overshot this dimension and said, well, there was, the back of it had some defects in it. But what I'm going to do now is fix that, and we're going to sleeve this and make this not wobble anymore. So let's do that. Well, let's start off by a little blank piece of aluminum here that I poured, and let's start getting that. That's going to be our sleeve. That's looking pretty good. Get it below those imperfections, and I think we're going to be looking good on that. Now, I know I've been scolded by Rotary SMP not to use pop can aluminum, but I have a whole bunch of it, and it works. So I'm using my pop cans here to make this sleeve. And this batch must have been good because it's beautiful aluminum. Well, the surface finish on there is really good. A couple of little defects. I'm going to flip it around now and get her all cleaned up on this side. So there I was. And yes, folks, that signifies here comes a pilot story. I had just graduated undergraduate pilot training, which I had my wings now. I wasn't qualified in any airplanes, but I did have my wings, and I was off to survival training up at Spokane, Washington at Fairchild Air Force Base. Now, I called it survival training, and that's a short term for it, but it was also SERE, which stands for Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape. Now, during this training, we had classroom training, and then we had out in the woods practical training. So now during the practical part out in the woods trying to evade, the whole premise of this is you've been shot down and now you're evading the enemy. And so during this part of the training, we're out in the woods evading the instructors. Well guys, for some backyard aluminum, wow, that is just beautiful. I turned it down to right around an inch, so let's measure it up. About 1.5 thou over, so that's just what I'm looking for, guys. So I'm gonna polish that up a little bit, and we'll start working on the other part. Put a little lead and chamfer on that baby.
Hey Dad.
Hey Con.
Let's meet at your favorite song.
All right.
Are you filming?
Yep. All right, it's done with this piece right now, and we're going to start working on the second piece. But this is perfect. So I got this set up and dialed in here on the 4-jaw, and now we're going to start boring. Oh dear, I see I left a set screw in there. Oh, see if I can get it out. All right, the little little ball end helped me out there. Excellent. All right, now we'll start boring. I've been playing around with sneaking up on it and figuring out what cuts here for how much I dial in. And just a few more thousandths to go out of this, 20 thousandths or so, and she'll be done. Wow. That's exactly what I was looking for. 999. Wow. All right. Hopefully, we got the cold here, the hot here. Hopefully we can make this thing work. So let's give it a shot. Alright. It did not. So that only went in about 1/4 of an inch. Well, I have to take it out to the press and press it on. So we'll turn this thing off. All right. Well, just took it out to the press and I pressed that on there now. So the sleeve is down in there. And now we're going to start machining this. Meanwhile, back in the woods during evasion training, now everybody knows that you have to be eventually caught because then you have to go through resistance training. But the whole point is to stay away from that as long as possible. All right, I'm going to try to make some contours in here to make it look aesthetically pleasing. So now we're hiding from the enemy, i.e. the instructors, and we're camouflaged up and we're just trying to maneuver out there without being caught. All right, I turned it around and now I'm going to cut off the rest of this little stub there. So I'm out there in the woods and your friends and you have split up and you're hearing them get caught by the instructors and you're terrified because you don't want to get caught too because now they start torturing you. So now I've taken the information they've taught us in class. I'm fully camouflaged up with local things that are around me to blend in with the local stuff. And I'm hunkered down and all of a sudden I hear an instructor coming. My heart is beating so hard, I think he can hear my heartbeat. So I'm going to still try to clean up that. I don't know how much. Let's see what kind of tool I can use to get in there. But I'll play with it. Well, he can't even tell it's got a sleeve in it. Okay, what I thought I was going to do next was bore out that because that is such a critical dimension in there. That's what I messed up last time. However, I have these set screws that are in there and you can see that the sleeve has covered that up. It's amazing to me still that you can't see where it's been sleeved. But those set screws, I am going to do those first so that once I bore it out, I'm not tapping down into that and then have to try to clean it up again because trying to clean it up I might mess that up. So what I'm going to do, I saw a guy do this. He took a bolt and he drilled down through it and that'll be the locating part. So I am going to try that. So let's do this. So now back in the woods with my heart beating out of my chest, I can see my heartbeat in my eyeballs. I see this instructor and he walks about 10 feet right in front of me. And now I'm just waiting for him to say, I see you there. Come out, you're captured. But he just looks around and he doesn't see anybody. And he starts kicking a hole in the ground. This hole through the bolt technique is excellent. It lines up everything perfectly. You can get the tap drill through there and tap it, and everything works out perfectly. So back in the woods again, with me hiding by this bush and this instructor, bad guy in front of me, kicking a hole, I'm like, what's going on? The next thing I know, he pulls his pants down and uses the bathroom right in front of me. Now guys, this is where the train derailed last time, so I'm going to really take my time boring and measuring on here. So back out in the woods during evasion training, I'm watching this instructor use the bathroom in front of me, gets some leaves, cleans himself, and then leaves. So I know for a fact that my camouflage worked. So 603. All right. Let's take 10 out of it and measure again. So to the Syrian instructor that used the bathroom in September 1987 in the woods, I saw you. 616. So right at about 10 thousandths needs to come out. Okay. I think I'll do that in one pass. Well, here she goes, the last 10 thousandths. I hope I don't mess this up. That's right what I was looking for, 627. Okay. Now the proof is here in the pudding. All right. Exactly what we're looking for. Let's just run it for a second. Look how true that is. All right, so this pulley's done. Now I'm just going to try to blend this in to get rid of that little void there and make it look marvelous. Okay guys, after doing some etch-a-sketching and a couple of different tools, I got it to this. That void right there, I'm just going to JB weld that just for aesthetics. And now I'm going to polish that out because it's looking pretty good. Well, I just put some JB weld in there, and now we're going to sand that out. And, you know, that looks kind of plain on that side. So I think I'm going to make a little indentation on there to kind of make it look uniform and cool. That ain't too shabby. You got that little JB welded spot there, but guys, I'm quite pleased with that. Now I'm going to try to put a little character on this side with a little divot in there. So let's do that. Well, ladies and germs, let's see how we did. Well, guys, I'd like to share a couple of lessons learned. Number one, measure twice, cut once. Number two, measure twice, cut once, etc., etc. Why do I keep doing the same things over and over? I don't know. Anyway, this turned out great once I sleeved it. Works like a champ. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next Journey to Journeyman.